everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be doing a full review of the Skateboard Havoc electric skateboard. The Havoc normally sells for $1,599, but it's currently on sale for $1,099. But with the discount code HAVOC100, you can get a further $100 off of this board, so that it's just $999, which I think is an extremely good value for what you get in this electric skateboard. Like all of our other review videos, this one will be split up into categories detailing the important elements about this board, such as the top speed, the range, the hill climbing, etc. So without further ado, let's get into the review of the Skateboard Havoc electric skateboard. The first category that I have up is the top speed. And Skateboard advertises that the top speed on the Havoc is 51 kilometers an hour or 31.7 miles per hour. On all of the various top speed tests that I did on this board, I was able to hit 50 kilometers an hour according to the remote, so it's pretty much exactly what they've said. We are 140-pound riders, so if you're heavier, it'll obviously be a little bit slower, but if you're around our weight, you can expect to get right around 50 kilometers an hour or 31 miles an hour as the top speed, which is plenty in my opinion, especially for a board on double kingpin trucks and in this price range. The second category that we have up is the range, and Skateboard advertises that the Havoc has a range from 36 to 46 kilometers. On our range test, which was performed by an 145-pound rider in 90-degree weather, on hilly terrain riding fairly aggressively, we were able to get 31 kilometers or 19.3 miles. This is obviously lower than what Skateboard advertised, and given the way we were riding, this is understandable. However, I would say that the 46 kilometer high end of what they say the board can get is a little bit exaggerated. Realistically, you can expect to get anywhere from 30 to 40 kilometers out of this board based on my experience with it. For a board that costs less than $1,000 and has 6-inch pneumatic tires, getting 20 miles, if not a little bit more, is super impressive to me. So the range on this board is excellent for its price. If you threw some street wheels on this, you could expect even a little bit more out of the board. So it's got extremely good range in my opinion for the sub $1,000 price point. The third category that I have up is the hill climbing ability of the Havoc, which I would say is really solid given its price point. Here's some footage of the Havoc taking on our famous steepest hill in Portland, which is right around 33%. As you can see, the Havoc doesn't climb these hills nearly as fast as some of the other more premium belt-driven electric skateboards that we've tried in the past, but it still climbs this hill with relative ease. This is obviously an extreme test scenario, so the fact that the board was able to climb it with ease just goes to show me that this board can tackle any hill that you'll throw at it on a daily basis and have no issues whatsoever. When riding the Havoc up a super steep hill like this, you can start to tell the differences between this sub $1,000 board and some of the $1,500 to $2,000 electric skateboards. This one plateaus at around 15 to 20 kilometers an hour when it starts climbing the hills, and some of the other more premium boards can continue accelerating up the hill with no issues. The board still makes it up the hill, but it is important to realize that there is a difference between this board and the more premium options, despite them both being able to make it up the hill. When it comes to riding this board on a daily basis, I'm not often encountering these 30+% hills, so it crushes pretty much every other hill that I throw at it. Given the sub $1,000 price point at the moment, I'm super happy with how this board performs on hills. Fourth up, I have the acceleration and braking on this board, which is once again really good. This board uses the Hobbywing ESC, which is my favorite non-VESC based ESC for electric skateboards. The brakes on this board are super strong, reliable, and intuitive, but at the same time they're super smooth and comfortable, giving you a very safe feeling on this board. My one gripe with the brakes is that they don't stop the board fully, so if you're on a steep enough hill, you'll continue rolling despite being fully back on the brake. It's not a huge deal because you can just step off the board once you're down to 1 or 2 miles an hour. However, it would be nice if it fully was able to stop the board or maybe even put it into reverse. The acceleration on the board is super smooth and intuitive, though I do think it could be slightly more powerful. It is a lot more powerful than a lot of the budget electric skateboards out there, but it's one of the areas on this board that you can tell this isn't a $1,500 or $2,000 electric skateboard. If you're looking for a board that's going to be extremely punchy off the line, I probably wouldn't recommend the Havoc. I'd say it's more of a transition between the budget belt drive electric skateboards and the premium belt drive electric skateboards. It's not super strong, but it's not weak either. The fifth subject that I have is the ride feeling of this board, which I really enjoy about the Havoc. The board uses a flexible deck and enclosure, and combined with the double kingpin trucks, that makes this board great for carving and a whole lot of fun. On top of that, the flexi deck and enclosure combined with the 6-inch pneumatic tires also make for a very comfortable ride, as the flexible deck absorbs vibrations and the 6-inch pneumatic tires absorb any sort of imperfections in the road. I really like the way they've integrated this battery into a flexible enclosure and deck, and it really enhances the ride feeling on this board. As far as ride feeling goes, the Havoc's definitely a great option if you're looking for a super fun, carvy, flexi electric skateboard. The next topic that I have up is off-roading with the Beastboard Havoc. And off-roading with this board is a ton of fun, and it can definitely be used on gravel trails, compact dirt, or grass, and it works very well. I'd say that the 6-inch pneumatic tires are a little bit undersized if you plan on doing significant off-roading, and besides that, the board really isn't intended for that. The main purpose of these 6-inch pneumatic tires isn't really for off-roading, but rather for dampening your ride on streets and making it smoother. This being said, it still works if you're wanting to do some light off-roading, which is excellent and a whole lot of fun, and that's one of the perks of having a 2-in-1 electric skateboard with these DKP trucks. It's important to note that the tread on these tires, combined with their size, mean that these aren't extremely grippy on loose surfaces, so the second you start riding on loose gravel like here, or on some looser dirt, the board can start to slide out and things can get a little bit sketchy. If you're looking for a board to do more off-roading or strictly off-roading, I wouldn't recommend the Havoc, as there's plenty of other boards with larger tires that come stock, or just more torquey and better designed systems for off-roading. But if you plan on doing some light to mild off-roading and you also want to ride the board on streets, the Havoc is a fantastic option, so long as you stick to compact, well-maintained trails. The final category that I have are just all of the miscellaneous things that I've observed about the board that are worth mentioning in this review video. So the first thing is that there are actually two battery options for this board. The stock option is the 12S 4P 520 watt-hour battery that we have in this video, but you can actually get an extended customized 12S AP battery for the board, which will double your range. Second is Beastboard's customer service, and my experience with Beastboard's customer service has been excellent and they've been super helpful. However, some of my other review videos have comments sharing experiences that haven't been so great with Beastboard's customer service, so the reviews seem to be very mixed as far as their customer service goes, which is something to be aware of when purchasing a board overseas. One thing that's really nice about Beastboard, especially if you're based in the US, is that they have a US-based warehouse, meaning that shipping takes anywhere from 3 to 10 days, which is really fast for a company that's based overseas in China. So here are my concluding thoughts on the Beastboard Havoc electric skateboard. For less than $1,000, it's an extremely good value electric skateboard. The board goes 31 to 32 miles an hour, has a range of over 20 miles on pneumatic tires, and can climb any hill that you throw at it with ease. This is probably one of the best value electric skateboards that you can buy at the moment in terms of what you get for what you pay. If you're looking for a board that's better quality and more performant than a budget electric skateboard, but you don't need something that's in the premium, expensive, and high performance electric skateboard category, this is a fantastic option for you. It does a lot of the things that the premium electric skateboards do, but just not quite as well. So that's it for our review of the Beastboard Havoc electric skateboard. If you guys have any questions or comments, let us know in the comments section below. We will also leave a link to the Havoc in the description of this video. If you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for lots of other electric skateboard reviews and some DIY electric skateboard content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video.